Hi guys, welcome to RCC Adventures. Now, after the trying to find the right word. Well, after Betty's failure, I thought today we'll just go for a drive to the shop. So I'll go into Asda, funny enough where I work, but we're doing it in the morning. I'm working this afternoon. Gonna head there and go get a few vital bits that I need. So I've got my mask with me. I'm not in uniform, but we're in Harlequin. That should be off. Turn that off as well completely before we start. There we go. So yeah, I thought I'd just bring you with me. Go for a little drive. Now I've only got the one camera mount, which you're on at the moment, so there's not going to be any changes of camera angle, unfortunately. In fact, I think you are slightly cockeyed. That's a bit better. Right, let's begin. Cars everywhere. Cars come out of nowhere. So I've got a few things I need to do on Harlequin and on Mickey, which Harlequin and Mickey are my cars, but they're in the fleet, and the rest, apart from one, are Dad's, and obviously Minnie the Micro, the little red one, that's Emma's, my sister. So plenty of cars in the fleet, but only two are actually mine. There's a few jobs I need to do, and this one particularly. The offside rear window seems to be off the mounting slider. As you can hear the slider go down the door, but the window actually stays put. I've been told that's a Mark 4 Golf common problem. Whether it's the fact the slider is actually rusted, or like with the 5-door Micro, actually that had tabs that held the window, and it just come out the tabs. Whether it's that, I don't know. I haven't looked into it. To be fair, I'm not that worried because I don't sit back there. The idle valve seems to be a bit sticky, so when it's on cold start, it seems to sort of flutter on the old on the revs, but also driving along it seems to bob when you're driving along for some reason. But it's not when I'm changing gears. Like I say, it's not big at the moment, but whatever. And I might have a sticky brake somewhere. That seems to be intermittent as well, because when I want to check it seems to be working fine. I think it's the near side rear that's slightly binding at times. We'll see. We'll look into that more. At the moment, all I'm doing is just wanting to use the vehicle, because it went for a period of time, obviously, when I was doing the body swap on Mickey. This sat around for quite a while. I think in total it was about 3 weeks it wasn't being used. So I want to use it as much as I possibly can at the moment before I swap the cars around again. And I might try and tackle some of the jobs on the weekend when I'm not at work. Now for you that don't know, you can probably tell that it doesn't sound like a standard Mark 4 Golf, like a diesel or a little 1.6 or 1.4. It's because this is the 2.3 20 valve VR5, so it's a 5-cylinder V5, but it only has one head. I'm sorry if you didn't hear that, because Harlequin is vocal, speaking her language. What I am going to do now is, she's slowly getting up to temperature, as if I can get this B series Mercedes out of the way. we'll cut to the next scene. Don't worry, it's not the fact that I'm thinking of selling it, so I'm not, no way. New wee Jose, as they say. Let's close the window because you'll be hitting better. I was using my electronic device. My e-cigarette. Yeah, I've got a bit of a dilemma. Because V5 Mark 4 Golfs, there are quite a lot of them still out there. They don't come up for sale very often. And what I want to know is, do I modify this further because I've put an exhaust on it and an air filter, which is minuscule modifications, or do I go back to standard and get the other set of wheels I've got, which are Santa Monica alloys, get those repairs because one of them is cracking it, fit those and put a standard exhaust on it, or a tuck away performance or something, or do I just go all balls out and modify it highly? I don't know. I think I need your suggestions, please guys. I think I do. I need your suggestions, please, to give me an idea of what to do. Right. Put the thing up. The old microphone. Take this off as well. Ow, glasses. Got about my glasses, even though I wear them all the time. That's better. Yeah, sorry about the end of the 2CV MOT day. The sound was off. I've got two microphones. I've got this one. And then when I'm shooting other parts, like when I'm not running by the camera, the cable can't be long enough, then I've got an external one that goes on the end of the camera. And for some reason that was hit and miss for whatever reason. But oh well. I couldn't refilm it after that for the fact that that already started doing the work when I noticed. And I couldn't exactly tell him, I'll put it back together and let me reshoot the last bit. Wouldn't be fair, so we had to deal with it. But hey ho, right, I've been shopping. That's the other thing as well, is I'm not sure if you can hear it. I think the exhaust has moved. It sounds like it's tapping against the chassis. So there's another thing for me to do. Clean the window. Turns out most of the dust and the dirt is on the inside. That's always helpful. Never mind. I can see out, which is the main thing. Oh, interesting. I love hooning around in this car because it's lovely, loud, and just all V5-ness, but as I did that, the engine light came on. Now, there's going to be one or two things, because I've noticed time so far I've cleared it, it's only taken a few trips and it appears again. But for some reason, this one's taken a few more. None of which stops this car from being itself. Which is loud and obnoxious. And pretty quick. Which I'm going to demonstrate now. If I get out of my way. That was maturity of slip. Traction control didn't kick in, but the front end was actually washing quite wide. That got from 20 to 55-ish in seconds, so that's not bad. And that was only part throttle as well, it wasn't full blown full. Life of the Mk4 Golf. I'm going to leave it there. And if you could please, be much appreciated if you could subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the notifications. Hit the like button and hit up any comments. Cheers guys.